Hi, my name is Katherine Storing. You may call me Kat, and I am the host of the Healed and Cash Flowing podcast show, where I'm going to tell you exactly how I went from completely burned out, hating my business, not knowing how to show up, or how to even embrace who I really wanted to work with. I'm going to give you all the secrets. So make sure you tune in every week so you too can love your business and grow your cash flow in no time. Welcome to the Healed and Cash Flowing podcast show. I am your host, Katherine Storing. Welcome. Oh my God, I'm so excited. We are going really deep. Hopefully you have listened to episode 1 and episode 2. I have been very vulnerable in sharing how I got to where I got and how I got out. And hopefully you are getting something out of this. I would love to hear from you. So make sure that leave us a message. And if you are finding this episodes helpful, give us a review and share with your friends, because birds of a feather flock together. So if you like this, more than likely your friends like it too. So let's pick up right where we left off. And I'm giving you the bird's eye view of where I have been. Once we have this base established, then I'll go deeper into other stories. But I really want to bring you to today, how I got to understanding that what I was doing was not working and I needed to do something different. So I remember that I love to make goals for the new year, something that I have been doing for a very long time. And I realized that I kept saying year after year that I wanted some things, and a lot of years had gone by and I hadn't done it. And that's exactly what happened when in 2015, when I was writing down my goals, and I'm like, okay, this year I'll write a book, and this year I'll do this. And I'm like, wait a minute, how many times have I said that I'm going to write a book? And when I look back, it had been 20 years that I have been saying that I wanted to write a book. And then I said, okay, what I'm doing is not working. I'm going to do something different. And that year, I ended up writing like 3 or 4 books, and it was magical. It was amazing. So I have had this experience before where I am a very organized person. I like to make lists. I have not made a journal or a notebook that I have not liked, or a really nice blue ink writing pen. So I was writing down and I'm like, okay, I need to figure things out, because this is just not working for me. I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong so I can have different results. So I decided to put everything on hold business-wise. I'm like, okay, I have the job. I am making 6 figures. I need to figure out what I'm doing so I have different results. So I continued to show up on social media just to like keep things going. But I was not launching things. I think I launched one thing, again, creating, and then I realized what I was doing wrong, but I'll tell you that later. So anyway, I decided this is the year of me. I'm gonna do me, and I'm gonna figure things out. Now, I very briefly thought about therapy. I have been going to therapy since 2003, before my daughter was born. And I found it, that's when I started. And then I have gone several times for extended periods of time. And I found it very helpful, life-changing in many ways. I learned boundaries, at least the beginning, the foundation of boundaries. I learned a lot during therapy. But I found that therapy will help you to a point. Like I needed something else. I've done the books, like I needed something else. So I'm like, I'm determined to do something else. I need to figure things out. A few months earlier, I have reconnected with Somatics. I had learned about it, I want to say 2022, but it didn't really dawn on me what it was. I heard it. I didn't really know many people that were doing it. So I just reconnected with it a few months earlier. And then I remember, I'm like, oh my God, Somatics. And I really wanted to learn it. And the stuff that I learned, they were saying that it was going to take years, like 3 or 4 years to learn it. And I'm like, ain't nobody got time for that. I already went to college. I'm not going to be a somatics therapist. I just want to learn about it. I wanted to find a somatics therapist. I wanted to find someone that can help me figure out in my body, where is this trauma? Where is this in my body? I want it out. I don't want it in my body anymore. I don't want to keep having the same issues all the time. I'm done. Like I was done. D-O-N-E, done. So in the process of trying to find a somatics therapist, you know how the phones are. Once you search for something, they'll give you everything. So I got an ad served to me from Somatic. And they had a Facebook group. So I'm like, okay, let me join the Facebook group. So I joined the Facebook group and then I'm learning about it. And she had a little course, like $25 course or something on an introduction to somatics. And I really liked her style. Her name is Kyra Majestra. Really, really liked her vibe. Really, really liked her. And I'm in the Facebook group and I'm consuming the stuff. And then the timing, you know how when you're ready, the teacher appears, you know that, right? You have heard that phrase before. So at this point, I'm interested for myself, but I'm thinking that it will go really, really well with the type of business coaching that I do. I just had an inkling about that. I was not 100% sure, but I had an inkling. Okay. So I think I just jumped something. So let me just go back a little bit. Oh, yeah. There was this lady that I used to like a long time ago. Oh my God. Like at the very beginning of my business journey, this is really good. I would follow her. And then I kind of like, she dropped off of the first of the earth. I never knew anything about her. And then I learned from her again on Facebook somewhere, I think. And I remember that I really liked her. So I'm like, oh my God, and she's so successful. She's so amazing. She's so high energy. And I began to follow her and she was selling something. It was not very expensive. So I'm like, oh, I'll try it. Cause I'm always, again, trying to fix it, figure out what is wrong on the outside, not looking on the inside. Let me know if you ever done that. That's not going to work. You really have to look inside. What is wrong? Not that there's something wrong with you, but what do you need to look at on the inside so you can, heal it? So I joined her program and she was talking about this makes sense. She was talking about summits. That's how you build your list. I'm like, okay, I'll do a summit. I've done summits before. I love summits. I have done the tapping summit, which is amazing. I participated in it. I really, really liked it. And I'm like, I have helped people build their summits. So I'm like, I can have my own summit. I can interview people. So I began to do it just because she said that's what she was supposed to do. My heart was not really in it. I didn't come up with a topic. It was very broad. I really hadn't figured out my messaging yet. But I love an interview. I have not. Oh my God, I love talking to people. I love video. I love interviews. Like I really, really do. So I was interviewing people, and one of the things, I was already in my spiritual journey, right? Still. And one of the things that I've been hearing a lot about was microdosing. Now, I am not someone that is into substances, legal or otherwise. I'm not a drinker. I rather eat my calories, and I don't need to see pretty colors. I don't need anything that's gonna make me laugh because I laugh naturally, often and loudly. So I'm like, I don't need any of that. But I knew that with microdosing that I was going to be able to access a part of my subconscious, a part of myself that I could not access otherwise. But I also knew that I'm a scary cat, but I wouldn't say that. I'm cautious. I like to I'm a mother, like I don't belong to myself. I'm responsible for other people. So I need to do things safely. And I have heard about ayahuasca and psilocybin mushrooms. And I was interviewing someone and that I really liked. And I said, hey, I'm looking for these people for the summit. Do you know if you know anybody? And I mentioned microdosing. And immediately she perked up. She lit up and she said, oh my God, I know the perfect person for you to talk to. And she connected me with so many people. It was incredible. So I'm like, okay, yeah, do the intro. She did the intro. I talked to the lady. I follow her on social media, listen to all these interviews that she has done before, and I completely fell in love with it. Her vibe and how she operates, I was amazed. So then we do the interview for my podcast, for the summit, and it was amazing. I was like, oh my God, this is it. And I know that it can help a lot of people. So the summit really was for me to find this lady and connect with her. So I hired her for the summer for her to help me microdose. And then she was asking me what I needed, and I told her I needed something gentle, and I wanted. She said, well, I think ayahuasca is the way to go. And I said gentle, and she said, yeah, we are gonna go very, very gentle, because this was gonna be virtually. She was gonna coach me for a month virtually so I can microdose with her. And so she can tell me, she can guide me, and I can feel safe. At this point, I'm still working, I'm driving, and I want to make sure that I'm safe. And I wanted to do it when my daughter was at her dad's, just in case. I mean, it's microdosing, but I was nervous, y'all, when I tell you. Let me know if you haven't done it. You can click on the questions portion of the notes, and then you can send me a question. Let me know if you've done it, because I'm curious. When I tell you that this was the best decision I have ever made, like the best decision, because I have been doing the work, I have been going inwards, and I needed to figure out what I have been doing wrong so I can do different. I was ready to do different. I was ready to do better. So, oh my God, it was amazing. It was so good. And one of the things that was amazing that happened within microdosing, but has nothing to do with microdosing, is that I stopped doing and I just stopped to be. Like, I would take the drops, because it was in drops form. I would journal, and then I would just lay down on my yoga mat, even though I was not doing yoga, and I was in the back in my extended closet, which was like full of windows, and there were trees everywhere, and the birds were chirping, because I always like to have the windows open. It was amazing. But I was able to connect with myself and stop and not being on my phone or learning or reading or listening or watching or helping anybody. I was giving to me. I was healing. It was so, oh my God, it was so good. And then this person was so amazing. If you're interested, let me know. I'm happy to give you her name. She's awesome. And her website is really good. It just got lots of videos on YouTube. Many spiritual coaches and healers have asked me how they can take care of themselves better while also growing a cash flow business. I have seen so many ignored the direct connection between taking care of yourself and financial success. And to me, that's just backwards. That's why I put together a free live training where they can learn, and you as well, the 4 top secrets that I use so you can take care of yourself on the inside, physically and spiritually, so you can have more time and energy to grow your cash flowing business. If you're interested, make sure to follow the link in the notes, and I'll see you very, very soon. You do not want to miss this. Amazing. So her name is Misty Magdalene. I think Magdalene or Magdalena. She's changed her name since we worked together. It is so freaking good. Anyway, it was amazing. I was able to connect with myself. I was able to reconnect with God and kind of make up, like really make up. You know what I mean? It was so beautiful. I remember tears down my face. I'm journaling and then listening, and I was so happy to be able to separate God from the religion, being able to know that God is my Father, have always been my Father, will always be my Father, loves me in ways that I will never be able to understand, but deeply appreciate. I was able to understand that what happened was part of my journey, that it also hurt him to see me hurting for so long, and that he loved me, and that he understood, and he was not mad. I didn't think he was mad at me, but I was definitely mad at him, and I missed him. When you are a God girl, listen, I was a God girl before I was in my mother's womb. Okay, that's how I was raised. That's what I know. That's what I've been knowing. And I missed our relationship, and I needed to connect with him again. I needed him to tell me that he loved me. I needed to feel him. I needed to talk to him again. Like, I'm not saying that I heard him talking to me, but I felt him in my heart. Like, I like to be jokey and know that I can pray and that he hears me. And even though I was not practicing the way that I was taught, I still believe that he was okay with that he was fine with me being outside of what I was taught, outside of the organized. It's funny that I remember one time somebody said that, organized religion, and I got so offended. But that's what it was, organized religion. And what he came to do was get rid of organized religion, and we just went right back in. Like, we just couldn't even help ourselves. This is just my opinion, and I'm being really transparent and keeping it with you all the way 100. But I needed to do it in a different way. I needed to meet him outside of the confines of somebody telling me what I can and cannot do, controlling, scaring me into not being, and not allowing me to meet God for myself. And I needed that. And I needed to rediscover so many other things that the religion told me were wrong, when in reality they were gifts that I have. And that probably you have, which is why you might call yourself a spiritual coach or healer, or entrepreneur that is more spiritual than religious. But that doesn't mean that you don't believe in God. So that specific journey, if you will, because it was very mild, but it was just the resting. It was the giving me the permission to breathe, to really connect and just let it go and trust that God was there with me, knowing that I was in the hands of someone experienced that does medicinal ceremonies, and that I was doing such a small amount of the ayahuasca medicine that it was enough to unlock something on the inside of me and help me grow and help me see myself. And one of the things that Misty said was, you're doing big things, and I know that you're a doer. And she knew what I struggled with because we talked about before. And she said, make sure that you're not just doing all the time. Make sure that you do something nice for yourself, something that is celebratory for yourself. And I'm like, bet. You don't have to tell me twice. I love taking care of myself. That's amazing. Let's go. So I began to look for things to do. And one of the things that I decided was, I'm going to get massages. I used to get massages every month, an hour and a half. It was amazing. Why did I stop? So I began to look, and I got a regular massage at a place. And it was incredible. It was amazing. I needed it. It was a little weird having somebody else touch me, but I was comfortable enough, and I needed it, that I did it. And then I began to look and see every week I had to do something different. So I really liked that spa. And I noticed that they had Reiki massages. And I have heard of Reiki before, but I used to be afraid of it because I was taught that everything that was not taught in the church was wrong, and not to pursue it, not to stay away, like, doing the cross thing, like, stay away. But I was no longer there, so I could do whatever I wanted because I'm an adult and I could do what I want. So I booked another massage, but this time I booked a Reiki massage. And I was learning more about Reiki because I wanted to make sure that I was not doing anything wrong either. I'm always just very careful. So I went back with the same practitioner and got the Reiki massage, and it was so incredibly good. It felt so good. It was amazing. And I was able to see where I was stuck, where I was blocked, where I needed to work on. And I decided, oh my God, this is amazing. I need to learn more about this Reiki stuff. So I began to learn more and more. And then I'm like, okay, I need to get Reiki certified. Now, you see where this is going, right? Like, I am always and forever learning, and I'm doing all the things at the same time. All this stuff is happening within weeks, months of each other, like kind of right all on top of each other. I am like rediscovering. I'm having fun. Like, remember fun? Like, I forgot what it was like to have fun and not being building and doing all the time, like doing and doing. It's just so annoying. It's so exhausting. Like, we are not made to be human doings. Like, we can just be. That's the whole, it's in our name, human being, right? But in the hustle and bustle, I have forgotten how to just be. Like, I love to go for long drives. I like going to antique shows. I love going to consignment shops and estate sales. I like learning. I like taking lessons. Like, just a few weeks ago, I took out my guitar. I used to, when I first got divorced, I took guitar lessons and I got good enough that I can kind of like put some things together. Not like very big or anything, but I could like, I remember I wrote like a song or two and stuff, you know? So pretty good. And now I don't know anything. So I got myself a course online and it's looking at me right now. It's at the corner like, girl, you took me out, you polished me, you got the program, when are you gonna touch me? But that's on the top of the list. It's to play the guitar. So it was incredible. I've begun to look and I found someone in New Hampshire that I really liked. And I did Reiki level 1. And when I tell you, when I learned what it was, how it is not anything dark, that you cannot do anything bad with it, that it's just really connecting and really helping people. Oh my God, I was hooked. I was hooked, like hooked. And of course, immediately I signed up to do Reiki level 2, which is going to be a few months from then. And now we are like in the middle of July. I'm still microdosing. I have done level 1 Reiki. And let me now take you back to the Somatics. So now I'm inside the Somatics program with Kyra Majestra. And she's an amazing artist. She's got great music. You should definitely look her up on Spotify. Her music is so good. She's actually doing more music now, which is incredible. And she launches a Here's a mastery certification. So you can become a somatics facilitator, not a therapist. So she studied all the years that I did not want to study, and then she consolidated all of that training into something that you can use for yourself and for other people. And there's 2 levels. One level where you learn for yourself and you practice and for 2 months. And then there's another level where you become a mentor and you go through the program again and you practice more, right? So I'm signing up for other things. At the same time, I signed up for Ayurveda, and that was just too much. It was just too much. Like, you will learn that about me. I'm team too much, always been team too much. I'm trying my best to stop being team too much. So I started level 1. It was 2 levels. I tried to do level 2, but at this time, it was just so much. My mom needed to have a heart valve repaired, and it was just too much to go to the hospital all the time, and the pressure of all of that. And then I was looking to move. It's just so many things were happening. It was just too much for level 2. So I took level 1. I don't remember any of it, but I will probably take it eventually, because I think Ayurveda, it's really amazing to learn how your body needs to be taken care of, how you need to eat depending on the seasons. Amazing. But now, do you see the theme? I know I said many things, many different modalities that I'm using, but do you see how I went in and I began to give to myself? Something that I hadn't done in a very long time. I went from always creating, always building, always selling, always trying to learn. And now I'm learning, but I'm learning how to heal myself. I'm learning how to look inwards. I'm learning how to find the parts where I forgot myself, the places where I believed the lies, the places where I took other people's truths for my own, and where I abandoned myself. It was a journey. When I tell you it was a journey, it was, and it still is ongoing, incredible. It was exactly what my soul needed, to let go of the expectations and to really reconnect with myself, And then, wrapping everything up, I began with January, right? When I'm looking at all the things that I said I was going to do that I haven't done, I decided that I kept saying that I want to go to Bali since 2011. I was in a coaching program in 2012, actually. And I learned, I never heard of Bali and about surfing and all that. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I'm not really into surfing, but the way somebody described it, it sounded amazing. So I said, okay, I need to check this out. So I went online, look at the pictures, and I'm like, oh my God, this place is amazing. I must go. So if I begin to look, a few months go by, and now at this point, I'm putting my mouth. I decided that I'm going to put my mouth, my money, and my time where I say that I want to go and I want to be and I want to become. So I'm like, okay, if I say I'm going to go to Bali, let's get serious. So I'm doing all the certifications. I want to combine I'm into somatics. Okay, what do I do? So I'm following, one of the things that I learned, if you want to find something quickly, you say it onto your phone, obviously, but also you follow the hashtag. So I follow the hashtag Bali retreats. And I'm and I am on Instagram typing Bali retreats and Bali and looking. And within a couple days, there was someone that I used to see pop up on my timeline. His name is Matt Kama. And I seen some of his reels. And then like 2 days after, I remember. And then I said, okay, I need to really figure it out because I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong in love. I've been divorced for a very, very long time. And I am a relationship person. And I'm not a serious dater. Like if I'm in a relationship, I'm in a relationship. And if it doesn't work, I take years off. Because I love being by myself. I enjoy that very much. And I don't need to be in a relationship to be okay. I choose to be in a relationship. And if I don't meet someone, if it's someone that I really want to date, then I'm going to be by myself and date me. And I am a really good date to myself. Like I take care of myself big time. I even open my own doors. Get it? I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. So, within a couple days, one of Matt's reels pop up. It's a really good reel about love and how you need to have a better relationship. And I went to his profile and believe it, oh my God, you know what he said? He said the frequency of love Bali retreat. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. What? Immediately, I went to his thing. I sent them an email saying, I want to talk to you. But they were in Bali and I'm in the East Coast, so 12-hour difference. And I just couldn't wait. I went back to his Instagram profile and they had the applications open. So I applied. I was able to book an appointment to talk to him, like within days. This was a year ago. And I had to talk with him. And it is something that he doesn't know. So before talking to him on the phone or via Zoom, I said to myself a number. I said, if the retreat is less than this, I'm going to say yes. Like I have set that amount aside. That was like my thing, right? So he goes through, he said, oh, can I record this? And I'm like, sure. So he records it. And then he goes through the whole thing about what the retreat is. And one of the things that him and his fiance were going to talk to about in the retreat was somatics. So they were going to do somatics on the attendance. And I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. And it's happening in Bali, which I've been wanting to go since 2012. Okay. So it was like perfect timing. And I said I wanted to heal, figure out what I was doing wrong in relationships. Then he comes to the end and then he's like, do you have any questions? I still have the journal. I have it with me. Let me see. Oh no, it's a different journal. But I do have it. I keep all my journals. So I had a couple questions. And I wrote down the number. And then I said, okay, I don't have any more questions. So how much is it? And he tells me the number. And the number is below what I have written down. So I talk to my face. Okay, say, face, stay calm. Face, stay calm. Like, don't show that you're so excited. So he's like, well, let me know if you want to think about it. I'm like, no, I'm ready. Send me the link. I'll do it. I was so happy because I knew that I was not going to go to Bali by myself. Because again, safety is huge for me. Let me know if it is for you too. Safety is huge for me. So I signed up. I signed up. And that was July, and I went to Bali the week of Thanksgiving. So I went a couple days before so I can really immerse myself, hang out, and then go to the retreat. So that's where we are in today's episode. Make sure that you don't miss next week, because I'm going to tell you what happened in Bali and how my life goes from before Bali, after Bali. You do not want to miss it.